and welcome back to more F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. In our last episode, we took care of the Italian Grand Prix, won that, and let's check out our mail since we forgot to do that at the end of the last episode, and we're just going to get the Italian Career Champion trophy from that. So, with that, we are going to go take on Singapore. With that.
Margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Let us invest. I'm going to invest in fabrication. So we'll get that up and running. And with that, let us go to the race weekend at Singapore. All right. Well, let us check out our got some messages. Some rain during qualifying, but that shouldn't affect that. As for the upgrades, we are our performance getting up to the 580 mark. No, we are the deep orange. So we're close to the 560 mark, and we've got New Year's regulations coming into play. Amendments to next year's tech regulations, but we'll get more into that at the end of the Grand Prix. More importantly, time to go to FP1. And so how is everybody doing today? Hopefully everyone's fine and dandy. That hotel over there is beautiful.
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try. Don't push the car just yet. The track is still green. Try and take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Alright, thank you, Jeff. But more importantly, we're going to take care of one thing, and that is our driving around on the track on the two different setups, so that's why I haven't did any major setups to the car. Just yet, by the way. This is one of the very handful. Let's try that again, shall we? As I was saying, this is one of the very handful of races that's done at night. And it's either completed the number of laps or has seen it reach the 2-hour time limit that a race can be raced in F1. So we'll see what happens to us come lights out. But more importantly, we do have a very good teammate on our team, Mick Schumacher. And in case you haven't been with me so far throughout the journey, here on the YouTube playthrough, we acquired Mick at Silverstone, right before the Silverstone GP. Alright, we've completed one of the objectives. Hey, Sakura. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Just taking care of all, just started free practice. This is probably going to be the only amount of sunlight we're going to see throughout the course of the GP weekend.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
Alright, thank you, Jeff, but I already know how to control. You're telling me stuff I already know how to do. Alright, 148. Box a slap. Box a slap.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Box.
Say that again. We're having trouble receiving.
Box a slap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Yep. At least on here, I don't have to worry about, like, track limitations. And I used to be in the 2019 version of this game. Deathly afraid of this course. Unfortunately, I don't know Mandarin or Cantonese. I do know a little Japanese though, but that's about it. And yeah, this I have no idea what that says, Saku. Oh, alright. Alright, now that we've completed our mandatory one lap around, we're going to get the car properly set up for the Grand Prix, for the race and Grand Prix. So,
Car repairs have set us back a little.
as for the aerodynamics, we want that at a 10 and an 11. Transmission 50 and 75.
When you get a chance, make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
Alright, as for the suspension geometry, we want that at a negative 260, 110, and those to the mid. Alright, and as for the suspension, we want that on a 1166 and a
Expect to see some rain
33.
about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
As for the
So far, our
brakes,
fastest lap is a 1:48.6.
that is going to be an 85 and a 55. And as for the tires, 23.4 for the front and a 20.7 for the back. And we're going to save this
We're
as
second in the speed trap, 306.9 kilometers per hour.
Singapore. Alright. So let us start with the track acclimatization.
Engine fired, we're set.
And here we go. Probably by far one of my favorite of the practice programs. like always, I break this up into two parts. First part of it being all of practice and qualifying, and then in the next video, or I should say in the next part, we devote that to the full Grand Prix. And let us begin track acclimatization. Can we do it?
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
I stopped a little bit. Blame that one on the sun for that red one there. But
Fantastic. You obviously have a really good understanding of this circuit.
alright, let's try again, shall we? So,
we're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
there we go. Lap 2 of the track acclimatization. Alright.
Stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit.
All right.
This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
And we got consistent. Alright, I'll take the 2 back-to-back greens for that. Turns 11 and 12 are a little bit tricky. But
program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
alright. Box a slap. Box.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Might have to adjust where my headphones are. Ooh. Let's fix that shit. Didn't want to go spinning around like a record. I will take the warning for exceeding track limits.
You're nearly out of fuel, almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Alright, and down the back straight here.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap. When driving with the pit assist disabled, you'll need to be mindful of your speed when entering the pit lane. If you hit the limiter line too fast, you'll pick up a penalty. Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target speed and distance to the limiter line.
Alright, thank you, Jeff. So let us slow down and head into the pits. Alright, now on to tire management.
All personnel be aware, car leaving.
Alright, so it looks like the weather's gonna be changing. But then again, this is Singapore, so I'm not surprised. As long as I can get the tire and fuel management programs done before severe weather like rain hits, I'll be good. And then we have Alex Albon. Who we just passed. Hey, David, welcome to the stream. How have you been? Gallop Racer, I remember you telling me about that game. And everything. Didn't miss much, just, you know, going through basically going through gates and getting points program. So once again, you know, for this weekend, this is actually a Grand Prix weekend, and a Grand Prix weekend in real life as well, because the Bahrain Grand Prix is taking place. They just finished up qualifying today, and just like always, it's Mercedes on the front row lockout. It's all about saving the tires in the turns. That's what this is all about. And if I need to use the overtake, I will to help with time. Yep, I'll take a look at that message and alright, coming down the back straight here. Activate the DRS. Alright, I'll take the warning.
Conditions are going to keep deteriorating for 10 minutes at least. Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Alright, thank you, Jeff. Now, if the FIA, aka the game, decides to disable... Oh no, they won't be able to disable any... Why am I thinking ERS is the DRS? I went, I had a brain fart there.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, thank you very much for that information, Jeff. Nothing to go oops about. That was me misjudging the turn. However, we have 3 DRS zones on this. I know next season's going to be a great season, I hope. I hope we have all the races back, because there's one race definitely in particular I would love to watch. And especially see that in person, too. Alright. Let us... Yeah. And then I guess also you can leave the Itadaki Street games to me as well. Or Fortune Street. Anyway, that was McLaren. Now, I've also started to stream this on Twitch through the PC version as well, so now you can catch that on my Twitch channel. And the next one up is definitely going to be the fuel management.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
I know, Jeff. I know. You don't need to tell me. I damaged the front wing. Alright. Off to fuel management. And we're on the green tires. So we'll excuse me there. We're on the intermediate tires for this. Not a big heavy downpour. As just a light rain. So nothing really much for me to change the output or the car's setup. Now, if it was severe rain, like what we had back at the beginning of the season, back in Australia, then yes, I would impose a wet setup. And there's Danny Kvyat. I don't blame my team for putting me on the intermediates. This is probably something I would have done myself as well. Imagine if we had these kind of tires in real life too. Not just in F1, like tires for rain, you know, but and I would always just crash right there at that turn, going underneath the bridge section. Are you just going to be behind me the whole entire time, Vettel? Yep, now I'm not going to have a good lap time. Thank you, Vettel. And coming up on Leclerc.
The rain's getting worse. Be very careful.
Thank you, Jeff. So this might be one I'm gonna have to probably revisit. Only because A, I got stuck behind two Ferraris who I didn't want to be stuck behind, and they kind of...
Program complete.
Got it.
Job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
Box.
There's static over the radio. Say again.
Box a slap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Got it. Really, Leclerc, you're gonna do that? You're gonna be nasty and force me into the side of the wall, which is gonna force me to do a flashback. Well, thank goodness I'm not using your power engine this season. I'm using a Honda power engine.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, thank you, Jeff. And alright, there we go. I like the effect that has.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
Alright, and we're gonna go
Checks
to...
complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
I like the effect of the rain on the side view mirrors, how that looks like an orange. Hamilton's still on those medium tires. There is our teammate right there, Michael Schumacher. I was about to say Michael Schumacher. Mick Schumacher. Who is currently 6th fastest. See if we can pass him. Yep, and the track's getting wetter. Over the bridge. Through the tricky Sector 3 back section. Uh-oh. We have a yellow flag. Not a yellow flag. And we begin ERS management. And there's Esteban Archon right in front of us. We passed Archon, even though it doesn't count since it's not Grand Prix time. You know, this is just us learning the track and everything and working on getting R&D resource points. All that fun stuff that we need to make the car work and go faster. And work on building up our acclaim as well. I don't know why I decided to use the overtake there, but push that back over. Force of habit, I guess you could say. There's Valerie down there in P11. The 11.
The rain is getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Okay,
there we go.
And that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Boxer slap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
There we go. And now everyone's switching over to the wets. Don't blame them. Thank you, Valtteri, for giving me the right of way.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright, and 3 laps to go. Three laps of fuel. Thank you very much for that, Jeff. Orlando took that big spin today in Q2, so he set no time. My team's getting all wet waiting out there for me. Alright. Let's move on to qualifying
Rain's
pace.
easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Track is wet right now. Feel your way around the conditions before you start pushing the car.
Alright, thank you very much on that one, Jeff. And now they moved us from the greens to the blues. Time for the qualifying pace program. There's no rules except the rule of the road. Or in this case, the rule of the track. Russell, are you just gonna be right there behind me, blocking my outlet? Here is Max Verstappen. Really, Max? You're gonna have to make me use flashback not to take damage on you. Yeah, I've also kind of learned a little bit more about horse racing from you too, David, so, you know, don't feel all that bad. Had to go around Haas, the other US team.
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there.
Right. So target time is 2:07.
program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can talk you through the numbers.
That's our first place. Box a slap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
And we've completed all of the practice part. All of the bullet points we needed to get the points. And I like how in my team the points are shared.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Let's have some fun with this. Let's try to bring that time down, shall we? This is a 145. Yellow flag. Did someone go off?
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Unless... That's me. Something I'd never wanted to see ever. Low fuel mode. It only happened to me once where I ran out of gas. And it cost me the Grand Prix. Back in the 2019 game. Alright.
Minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
Let us do the race strategy.
When you're ready, let's go.
I'm ready whenever you are, Jeff. Just send me back out there. And we go back onto the green tires. And then 5 laps around this track. You'll be golden. So I like the light poles. How some of them are different colors. And all the fans out there enduring the rain to watch us in free practice. Going out here, testing the cars. Getting used to the track. I know every driver misses that this year. Having the fans in the stands. I don't think in this playthrough I've done it yet to secure world champion yet. Alright, so we start the clock. There's Ricardo. Hold on. I took that turn too wide. Alright. Take two. Though I do like the neon lights in the way Singapore looks. But yes, and hopefully all of you have had a great Thanksgiving. To those who watch me here in the States, and I thank you all for coming here, spending a few hours hanging out, watching me race, and more importantly, having a good time. That's all what this is about. Having a good time. And seeing how well I can do too.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Alright, lap number 2. And then just probably going to yell at me for not using this excess energy. We'll leave up what the engine looks like, the ES. This gearbox at 65%, the turbocharger's at 56%. Should be good for this race here. Now I know some of you are probably going to wonder, why not just stop after lap 3 after I've gotten the blue? It's all about getting more data so that
we're looking at another 5, maybe 10 minutes of this rain.
Sorry, Schumacher. Didn't mean to bang into you there. And it looks like we have a yellow flag on the... a waved yellow.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
It's all about getting that optimal strategy down for me. Okay. So that's my main concern. It's all about optimal race strategy. Getting the data back to Jeff and letting him choose the best strategy for the Grand Prix. But yeah, this rain really put a damper on things. 206.008 100th of a second. Let's see. I've got Valtteri and Raikkonen up there in P7. DRS has been enabled.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Alright, 2 more laps to go. Time of 2:05.988. Alright, we have DRS now enabled, so this will really help us out on the last 2 laps. And my car just decided to go sideways into a wall. Damaged that front wing. Down the back area here. We got not. So right now the top 5 is me, Hamilton, Albon, Gasly, and Lando Norris. And that's the one thing here about Singapore. The weather can change on a dime. Really making for some interesting strategy play throughout the Grand Prix.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
And this is it, the final lap of the program. around the back area here. Oh, definitely. I'll come by and check it out. Are you gonna do it to YouTube, or are you gonna do it to are you gonna stream to Twitch? Yep.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
And we were on standard, so we're going to switch this back to lean. Box a slap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Well, Albon is just up there.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Thank you, Jeff, for telling me.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
I was already planning to do so. Alright, and with that, all practice programs are complete. Alright. So, all points accounted for. Let's move on to FP2.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Iceman, Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Alright, so we're going to go on to FP2.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
Hey, Claire.
Are you hoping things clear up before qualifying?
Yes, but ret races are
Let's talk about
unpredictable.
another team. How do you feel they did today?
Gotta say something good about Alfa
You left a lot
Romeo.
of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge some corners?
Misjudged
Take your time.
corners. Alright, just waiting for it to load up. There we go. Alright, moving on. FP2. Remember, we're just going to set a fast lap here, and that's about it. We're just going to do a flying lap out. Ah, yes. Now that feels so much. So much better. Second DRS zone. Through the back area. .8. And there you have it, fastest lap. Let's go back to the garage. And move on to FP3.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Iceman, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc. What an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
All right, and we move on. Just taking a quick drink in between things. Alright, on to FP3. Once again, flying lap out. And we are on the red tires for this. We are coming to the end of the lap here. 1 hour on the clock for FP3 because right after here we normally start qualifying. To 143. And we're going to move right on to qualifying, the final part of the race weekend.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Iceman, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton. And if today's practice is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
And that we are. As we move on to probably the best part of the race of the weekend. Mick setting some, completing some team objectives there. Nice job on that. Got some more points to spend. Goes up to level 6. And so much to level, so close to level 14 for the acclaim. 36 claim total from that. But we move on to probably the best part of the entire first part of this race weekend, and that would be qualifying. Alright, time to qualify. All right. Let us make sure the car is on the proper setup. Okay, we are in park
All set.
format.
Everyone clear? Car to track.
And how do you like that? They put me, I go out right behind Kimi Räikkönen. Sorry, Kimi, I have to... go a little bit faster than you. Bottom 6 getting knocked out here in Q1. There's Esteban Ocon right there in front of us. Open up the DRS. I'll take that warning. I just want to get ahead of Ocon so I can have that clean, that oh so good clean air. And there we go. It is now going to be official. Like I said, I like the way this track looks. It's a good night race. And as I say that, I ding the wall. No damage to the car, so that's good. Stroll 148, a 130, a 143. So let's return to the garage. I'm not gonna do the outlap. I did damage the front wing for something. I don't know why. But right now we currently have first. So let's take a look at the timing screen here. Make up there into P8. Could this be a race where he actually comes into play and makes it into Q3. All right. So let's see. I think the bottom ones are going to go out. The bottom 6 going to go back out. 10 minutes it's going to rain. Dry conditions and overcast. That is what we're looking at with our track. We're in the red. And I don't think anyone else is going to go out, are they? No, no one else is risking it, so... Mick, our teammate, advances into Q2. And it started to rain too, so maybe that's why. So, let's see who we lost here in Q1. We have to say goodbye to Max Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, Romain Grosjean, Danny Kvyat, Antonio Giovinazzi, and George Russell. First time Verstappen didn't make it out of Q1. Wow. I am amazed. On to Q2. Top 16. Cut that down to the top 10. And you know what? We're going to take a page out of Red Bull's book.
Checks complete. We're ready.
We're going to set it on the yellow. I am taking a page out of Red Bull's book and qualifying on the yellow tires for Q2. Because remember, if I set the fastest time on the yellow in Q2 and I make it into Q3, I have to start with the yellow tires. So there's something I know I can probably do. If I set a good fast time and make it into Q3 on these yellow tires, then I start the race on the yellow. So I am employing a little bit of Red Bull strategy. Decided to change it up a little bit for the race here. Did I... Hope that goes well for you, David. Definitely come by to check that out. Though, of course, the only racing game I have is Breeders' Cup. For the PS2. And Arcana 147, a 1 net
Just put in the
42.
fastest lap. Good job.
Boxer slap,
Understood. Stopping this lap.
and this time we'll go all the way around. Yeah, we're the only one on the medium. Like I said, I decided to take a page out of Red Bull's strategy for this kind of race and go on the medium tires to set the fastest lap.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Alright. Coming up. The box? I should say the pit. Alright. Alright. So let us see where our teammate is. Goes down there into the P12. So he's probably not going to get out of Q2. But I'm fine with that. He makes it into Q2. He made it into Q2. That's, for me, that's all that matters. It's Schumacher. So, yeah, he knows what he's doing. Alright, they're out there on that track. for that outlap. Alright, so with that, we say goodbye to Lance Stroll, Akkad, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Schumacher, and Latifi. But more importantly, we now are into the top 10 shootout. And since we used the yellow tires to set our fastest lap time,
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
we're going to be using the yellow tires to start the race off with. But I change it up every now and then. Ooh, and they send me right in front of a right behind a Renault. That would have almost been an unsafe release there. Daniel Ricciardo, first guy out of the garage. I wonder how I got the number 4 next. Him through that turn. That turn has ended my races so many times in 2019, in the 2019 game. Anyway, Q3, this is where it matters. This is where we separate the mice from the men. This is the part of qualifying everybody wants to get into. I believe that's Hamilton or Bottas leaving the garage last. But all 10 drivers are now out there on the field. Minute 20. We're now in the third sector of the race.
That's the
141.
fastest lap so far. Well done.
Box,
Repeat
box.
that. There's interference.
Box a slap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
7 minutes left on the clock. And yes, this is going to be one of those times when I'm going to go back out and see if we can improve. So come in, refuel. And we will go back out. I don't think we need to go back out. But I'm going to go back out there and try to improve on the time.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, well, I don't need the other 2 laps of fuel because I like that red in Sector 1, but purple in Sector 2. And a little touch on the wall there. Alright. Bottas, Vettel, Hamilton, Leclerc. Mercedes and Ferrari have a Red Bull, have a type of sandwich set up there.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
I don't think we're going to need to go back out, so I'm not going to go back out. We set a good time. Yep.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Iceman, Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
And that is the way the top 10 come out today. Me, Bottas, Vettel, Hamilton, Leclerc, Perez, Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, Albon, and Norris. So those are our top 10. And of course we gotta go through a little bit of the end of the race stuff. 2-1, so I get 2 points. I've out qualified Verstappen. Did not get out of Q1, so 15-8 for that. More importantly, level 14 for the acclaim. 36% boost on the acclaim, and we move on. So, with all of that done,
Right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Yep. And with that, we're gonna go back to the main menu, like always. Alright, and with that, we're going to end this here. And next time, when we all get together in the next video, we will take on the Singapore Grand Prix. So until then, I'm Sikin807. I thank you all for tuning in today for F1 2020 free practice and qualify. And I will see you next time as we take on the Singapore Grand Prix. Hey, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to click that big red button down there in the underneath the video to subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to click that bell notification to be notified of when I go live and or post new videos up on my channel here. And also don't forget to check me out on Twitch at Yokokurama007. So until then, I'll see you next time as we take on the Singapore Grand Prix. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.